What's going on, guys? It's Alex, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to set up and run your Google Ads for your party rentals business. This way you don't have to worry about ranking organically, you don't have to worry about all your competitors as much, and you can get all your equipment rented for parties every single weekend throughout the entire year, regardless of where you are located. So I'm just going to show you really quickly why Google Ads is a great idea. So for something like a party rentals in Toronto search, right? You're going to have 3 ads, and then you're going to have also a sponsored Google business listing. So there's 4 paid spots here before the organic Google business profiles. What's cool about this space is that a lot of these businesses don't have a lot of reviews. So if you're able to get 50, 60, 100 reviews for your party rentals business, you'll be killing it in the Google business profile section. And then finally, you have organic listings. In a lot of areas, unfortunately, you will see directory sites. So you'll have to get your website listed on these directories, which can be a problem if you are looking to generate leads regularly. But Google Ads, best way to generate leads for your party rental business. As you can see here, none of these listings are really that relevant for what the person will be looking for. So a great opportunity to generate leads regularly, and I'm going to just jump right in and show you exactly how to set up your Google Ads and get that started. By the way, if you need help with Google Ads for your party rental business, you can click the link down below. You can book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your campaign, answer any questions you might have about setting up Google Ads, and of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to get you more rentals and get you more leads for your business. Anyways, let's just jump right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on new campaign and then choose campaign. Now you want leads for your party rental business, so go ahead and click on leads. You can click on create a campaign without a goals guidance, but leads is going to be your best option. Now, of course, you want to add your conversion goals. Make sure you have added these before you actually set up your campaign. This is going to be things like phone calls or form fill outs. Just leads that you want, however you want your leads to be structured is what you want to be using as a conversion goal. Just so Google can optimize your campaign, can optimize your ad strategy for those particular leads. Click on continue. Now select the campaign type. Of course, we want search. A lot of guys will pick what will show up as a smart campaign, or they will follow through and set up a smart campaign on Google. Do not set up a smart campaign. Do not set up Performance Max for this unless you have a huge budget and you want to just test 10 or 20% of that budget. Search campaign, like Google says, is going to get in front of high intent customers. It's literally people jumping into Google and searching for party rentals, very bottom of funnel searches. So you want to make sure you're showing up in front of those people. And you can select ways to reach your goal, but it's not exactly necessary. And then just add your campaign name. This is not important here. Party Rentals Toronto. Start new if you already have campaign set up. Now, this you're going to leave alone only because we'll be changing the bidding after the campaign is published. That's not a gimmick to get you to stay. Google just doesn't let us choose the exact bidding strategy that we want to start with for our campaigns. If you're in a hurry, if you're just lazy, if you don't want to do anything, choose clicks, set a max cost per click bid limit, and again, you still have to do this afterwards, but I will show you exactly how to change that once the campaign is published. Click on next. Now, what you want to start doing here is opting out of these really low quality networks. We don't want to be showing up on Google's partner sites, so non-Google sites, part domains, YouTube. We don't want to be showing up on that. We just want to be showing up on Google. Right? And since we're not running a display campaign, we don't want to be showing up in Google's own display network. So opt out of these. For locations, always select presence, people in, or regularly in your included location. If you don't, you'll be showing up for people outside of Toronto, outside of your target area that aren't going to be as interested or likely to book or follow through and become a lead. And when it does come to location options, you can always just enter your location here, right? And it'll target something like this. But if you did want to target a different area or a wider area, instead of adding all the different neighborhoods, you can just hit your area with the radius here. And then you can just scroll down here and change the radius. If you want a 10-mile radius, for example, you just click save, right? It's really that easy. It depends on your area with how you would go with either radius or location. For example, if you were just in somewhere like Peterborough, you could probably just do a radius around Peterborough to include all these towns. But in Toronto, it just happens to be does happen to be laid out pretty well in a targeting sense. So this works in some areas, it doesn't work in others. So you'll have to test whether location or radius is a better choice for you. Languages you can leave as English. Audience segments you can also leave, and broad match keywords will leave alone because that will be changed at the end. For ad rotation, go ahead and select do not optimize, rotate ads indefinitely. This way you can choose basically which ad performs best. You're not letting Google decide what's best for Google isn't necessarily best for you and your performance. So always choose do not optimize and let the ads rotate indefinitely. And then finally, if you just want calls coming in at a certain time of day, 9 to 5 during the week, you can easily just change that here. So you would just select the time that you want calls. Outside of these times, your ads will not run, and you should only be running ads for the times that you are getting phone calls. And if you do just want to set an end date to your ad, you can select that there. Click on next, click on skip unless you want to try out Google's own AI there. Exit out of this. Now, this is where you build the ad group and do the keyword research before building out the ad. So the way the ad groups work is the campaign is very broad settings that apply to the ad groups. The ad groups are where you set up your ad, and then it's based on keyword targeting. So within the ad group is where you add the keywords for whatever service you want to offer underneath the party rental space. Now to do that, open a new Google tab, right? We can just head back to Google here. Open a new Google tab, click on tools on the left, and it's going to open this keyword planner. Click on discover new keywords, choose your location here, which in this case is Toronto. Click save, and then just add your service. Now you could just go ahead and add party rental or party rentals as your main ad group, right? Which it's gonna be the case for most of you, but this will just give you a better idea of how to structure your ad groups. As you can see here, party rental is big, right? So we are gonna go with party rentals, but if you did offer tent rentals, if you did offer, for example, chair rentals, if you did offer table rentals, all these different things, these would all be their own ad groups. So theoretically, you'll have a party rental ad group, you'll have a tent rental ad group, right? You'll have a chair rental ad group, you'll have a linen rentals ad group, right? All those will be different ad groups, just because while these might get the most searches, and people in this funnel will be asking about other services, you might have people that just want to rent tables or chairs or linens, right? Or red carpets, stuff like that. And even if you did happen to offer things like snow cones, whatever, this is how you would break down the ad group. So in this case, our ad group will be just broad party rental, right? So just name the ad group something relevant, party rental. And then enter the keywords. So you can start, even with one keyword is fine. I like to add a few just to really give Google enough data, just to kind of pick out what's going to work, see what's going to work. You can just add all these different keywords in here. Party tent would be its own ad group. And then what you can do to make things easier is just filter by keyword. Contains the word party in this case. Click on apply. And then you'll see here we've got party rentals, party tent rentals, party table rentals. We're just going to go with, and party supply rental is pretty good. And then party furniture rental. I like that one as well. Right? Party furniture rental. All right. Now we have all the keywords here, and we are going to change these as well. But again, that's a change we'll make towards the end of the video once the campaign is published. Now, scrolling down into building out the actual ad, right? For your URL. So for the URL, you want to send traffic to your website, of course, but you want to make sure that if you're sending traffic to your site, that the site is designed to convert, right? So if it's not designed to convert, if it's not easy for people to navigate and use or get in touch with you or browse your offering, it's going to be very difficult to actually grow your business and get leads coming in for the different aspects of rental services that you offer. Like this one is not entirely terrible, right? It's very in your face. It really just shows you everything you want. It's got pricing. Now, does it look good on mobile? Yes, it does. So this is not terrible, and this would surprisingly convert, where in other industries, this is a terrible website. This is terrible. Nobody is going to know what this is. And this one actually looks quite nice as well. right? So this is one of those rare industries where you are going to send traffic to the homepage just because you don't know when people searching for party rentals exactly what they're looking for, right? If they're looking for heating and cooling, if they need some serving options, if they need carpets, if they need drinkware, right? It's really impossible to predict from the start. And if we look at the calls to action here, let's see if it... No, it's not designed to convert necessarily, but if they were running ads to this page, I mean, look at this, right? If they were running ads here, they might be doing they might focus on improving that. In any case, this is one of those rare instances where you would send traffic to the homepage. Just make sure that the traffic has an ability to convert. So you display your prices, you display the products that you're offering available for rent or services, and then you make it easy for them to get in touch with you, whether it's fill out a form or call you, right? And for display path, you would just want to go with Toronto Party Rentals, right? So again, the theme being your location plus your service, and display path just changes here depending on how Google wants to show it. Now for headlines, again, you're going to want to spend more time on this than I am just because I'm showing you for the purpose of this video, but I would go something like Toronto Party Rentals, right? Party Rentals, Toronto. We've got your next event. Doesn't fit. Rentals for your next event, right? Chairs, linens, tents, and more, right? Just like that. So you really want to go through looking to rent party supplies. Does that fit? Need to rent party supplies, right? Toronto's best party rentals, just like that. So you want to spend a lot more time on this. I'm just trying to go through it really quickly for the purpose of this video, and you don't need to add all 15 headlines, but between 5 and 10 is a good start. You will be reviewing that data over time just to see how they perform, adding headlines, removing headlines. But again, that goes into the management side of things, and it's something that you are going to focus on once the campaign is live and running. Now, for the description, again, you don't have to add all 4, but you would just go something like looking to rent equipment for your next event. We've got chairs, tables, tents, and more, right? We're Toronto's best party rental team. Give us a call to discuss your next event needs, right? Just like that. So this ad already doesn't look too bad. That's really good, actually. So you can add as many as you want, 3 or 4. 2 or 3 is more what I would recommend. When you verify your account, you'll be able to add your business name and logo. And then site links would be something like this. You want to add these, but it would be something like contact, or our rental supplies, right? And then you could link to your tents, right? You could link to your chairs. You could link to also contact. You want to add as many as you can that are relevant, and they just show up on the ad like this, and they just make it a lot more likely for someone to click through, land on your website, and then follow through and get in touch with you, whether they call or fill out a form. So you want to add those, and you want to also add callouts with things like, again, chairs, tables, and more. Toronto's best rental team. Does it fit? No. Toronto's best rental, right? Toronto party rentals, right? You just want to add at least 6 to 10 of these, just because Google will add it to the end of their ad, and it does encourage people to click through. Gets a higher click-through rate. This also results in a higher conversion rate, the more relevant that your ads and that your callouts and other site extensions and assets are. Other assets you can add, things like structured snippets, right? If you did want to go ahead and add things like, I don't know, amenities you work with, brands, styles, stuff like that, you can exit out of this. And then, of course, add your phone number as always, just so people can call you directly from the ad. One more thing worth pointing out is you don't need to worry about the ad strength. This is Google's own metric. If you're noticing that you don't get right, if your ad is not showing up, which you'll see in a week or two after running ads, you can then go back and review. But again, even in that case, it's likely to be a budget issue as opposed to an ad strength issue. And this does not really have any role when it does come to ad performance in almost any industry. Click on next. Now, this is where you set your daily budget. Oh, let me just confirm my account and I'll jump back in. Okay, when you are setting a custom budget in this space, I mean, don't listen to anything Google says here, but really whatever you have is fine. I would not recommend running ads if you're not able to spend at least $30, ideally $50 per day during the week, right? It's about $1,000 per month. It's kind of the minimum entry level you would want to have for this space, just because of not necessarily how expensive clicks are, but how long it's going to take data, the less money you have. The more money you have, which $1,000 being a good starting point means you'll be able to make changes pretty quickly and get your campaign to a point that makes sense a lot faster than if you had $20 or $30 per day. That money would be better spent in other avenues of marketing, for example, SEO or something like Facebook ads as opposed to Google ads, just because Google ads is so bottom of the funnel. So the cost per click is higher. You pay more per lead, but it's higher quality leads that are more likely to buy and follow through with a rental. So in this case, I'll just set it at 0.01 because this is my test account. Click on next. Google's going to review the campaign, and then once they're done reviewing, they will ask you to publish, and then I will just jump back in when it is ready to publish. All right, when it is done, you can go ahead and click on Publish Campaign. Now, Google is now going to ask you to set up Tag Manager again. They're just reminding you because it is very important. So make sure you have Google Tag Manager set up. You can just exit out of that. Now, a few more changes you want to make before you go live. Go to your campaign. You're going to see it right here, Party Rentals, right? This is where we are first going to choose our bidding strategy. So select, this is in the ad group, sorry about that. Click on campaigns, click this icon. Now select the bidding strategy here, change bidding strategy. And now you want to select a bidding strategy directly and then go with a manual CPC. This lets you choose how much you want to pay per click, right? It doesn't let Google decide. You can decide, and is a lot better for getting clicks to a website that are relevant and that have a higher likelihood to convert than if you just chose maximize clicks or maximize conversions. Google has no conversion data yet, so they have nothing to maximize conversions for. And if you choose maximize clicks, they're just sending clicks. Way less likely to book or follow through with filling out a form or calling for this particular service than if you choose manual CPC. Go into ad groups and now click refresh, because now we're going to set a max cost per click that we want to pay. So right now it's set at 0.01. Obviously we're not going to get any clicks for 0.01 for 1 cent. So go back to keywords here, try to find something in the middle of this range, right? So top of page bid low range is the bottom 2 ads, and then top of page bid high range is the top 2 ads. And you can see for Party Rental it's about 89 cents to $2.50. I would start with about $1.30 in this case, and then Google will tell you based on impression share whether or not you're showing up for searches or not. And if you're not showing up, you can just up the budget until you are showing up. Really easy to do. The last thing you want to do is go to click on search keywords here, and you can see they're all set as broad match. What you really want to start out, especially if you have a low budget of $50 per day, even under really $100 per day, is change it all to exact match. If it's broad match, you're just showing up for how to start a party rental equipment, party rental jobs. Phrase match is going to be still a little bit too loose, especially with a tight budget. With a bigger budget, you can run phrase match to find those gems and really dial in the campaign. But exact match is going to be the best option for most of you guys, and especially for those of you with a lower budget. And once this applies, you're ready to go and start running ads. If you did make it this far, hopefully you found this video really helpful. If you did have any questions about Google Ads, if you needed help with Google Ads management, if you're not sure how to optimize Google Ads performance, or you're just not getting the best results that you want or need, or you just have no idea where to start, click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your Google Ads campaigns, answer any questions you may have about Google Ads, and of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to get you more leads, get you more party rental leads and bookings. As always, you guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.